Hey, good morning, guys. Out here bright and early this morning, get started on this lean-to project on my shed here. Make it a little bit more worker friendly in the weather, and with the summer coming up, give us a little bit of shade to do some working. This side over here will be home to my boat. Get it out of my garage so the wife can have the garage and stop getting on to me for not being able to park in the garage. And that side will be where the smoker hangs out, or if we're doing some work, pull the smoker out and get under the shade or out of the elements and do some work over there. So 10 by 20 shed. The lean-to is going to be 20 foot long and 12 foot wide off each side. So nothing crazy. Just going to have 4x4 posts, 2x6 headers on the shed and across the 4x4s. And then I got 2x4s for my rafters, and I think 1x4s. I'm pretty sure it's 1x4s for my purlings for the sheet metal to go on. And we're also going to put sheet metal on the roof. So let's get out here with the post hole digger and get started. It's 35 degrees, so should be fun. All right, that's a wrap for the day. Gotta get in here and get ready for work, but got the header board all the way around there. Before I start running those joists on it, I got some big old carriage bolts. I'm gonna run those through to the inside, and I'm gonna put another 2x. So on the inside of that wall is just the studs for the wall, and I'm gonna put some 2x4s between those studs where the carriage bolt is going to come through. And so it'll go, that carriage bolt will go through that header, through that board right there, that siding or whatever, through that 2x4, and then we're going to carriage bolt it, washer and nut, and obviously fasten the 2x4s on the inside to the stud, so it'll be super strong there. Right now it's just 3-inch screws that are holding it up, and then once we get done with the outside of this, we're going to do the inside. You'll never see those carriage bolts on the inside. So the way I found that pitch, I took it from the bottom of this header board, went over, see if you can see the lines. I'm pretty zoomed out on my phone. So that top line right there is the top of the 2x4 when it was level. I'm sorry, that's the bottom. That's the bottom of the 2x4 when it was level. And then I dropped the top of the 2x4 to the top of that line, made another line. So the second line it's right on top of the 2x4 now. So I just dropped it down twice and popped me a screw in there to hold it. Actually, there's 2 screws, but that's all there is to finding my rake or my degree to my roof for the water runoff. I did the exact same thing over here. It looks a little different because the yard's higher here than it is over there, but leveled it, dropped it, marked it, dropped it to that line, popped a screw. So obviously no concrete yet. Still gotta, like I said, I'm gonna do that at the end, but and then you can see those shingles falling through right there. That board that's under there, I think it's a fascia board. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really familiar with these terms, but you can see that board right there is rotten. So we're gonna go on the inside and pop that out, and then redo it. And then the shingles I don't care about because they're gonna be covered up with purlings and tin here in a couple days anyway. So 2x6 will come from here all the way across these. And like I said, after we do the carriage bolt on there, then we'll run our joist across and our purlings. So get out here first thing in the morning, jump on it again. Should be pretty close. And I'm gonna make where that looks kind of funny right there, I want to make me a little bit of a extension off that so you can actually stand on the porch without getting wet. Maybe like a 1 foot, just little extension with some tin, leftover tin on it. That way it just gets that water away from that porch. So we'll see y'all tomorrow and we'll be back on it. All right, guys. Back out here today with a couple hours to work on it. We're gonna see if we can get this 2x6 run across these 4x4s, and then another 2x4 brace on the other side, so we can start running our joist. Once we get this side done, we'll start on the other side. I just want to get at least one side completely. What's the word I'm looking for? Sturdy, I guess. 2x6 over here, 2x4 there, joist, and then we'll go over there and do the same thing, and then we'll run our purlings at the same time. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Got her framed up. Got our supports in here. There, two in the middle, one on each end. You saw that in there where I was using that Sawzall. I'd be better off with a butter knife in that Sawzall than that blade that's in there. So the other side's not cut. I'm gonna go get another blade right now. I'm just not gonna film it when I do cut it. That's gonna be it for this. That's gonna be it for this part one on this build. Walk over here and show you all this side that we did today. Same thing. Got the let me see if I can get it better. Got the supports in there. All the those are the old trim pieces that are around the base there. That's just to keep it level while I'm up there doing everything, since I'm doing it by myself. They could really go away now. I'm just going to take them down whenever I do the concrete. That's the one ugly thing about it. I was still trying to figure out my angles there. It got a little gap, but luckily it's on the side that nobody will ever see. The other side looks great. We are framed up, ready to go. Like I said, I'm going to cut those 4x4s off the top when I get a new blade here later, and I need a couple more 1x4s. So that'll give me 4 rows of purlings here, where on this back side over here I only have 3, and I think I like it better with the 4. But if I put another row in there, it's gonna look weird. I'll probably end up doing 2 rows on this side to make it 5, and then over here on this side I'll keep it with the 4, just finish it off. Concrete, we'll put concrete in it coming up. I don't know when. I gotta go buy some concrete. I hate messing with that stuff, so I'm not really looking forward to it. But that's it. Let me get y'all turned around real quick so I can show you. There it is. That thing's gonna be badass. The legs and supports will be stained. The 1x6 nailer on this side, I'm sorry, the 2x6 nailer on this side and the 2x6 nailer on this side, as well as those legs and support, they will all be stained, just a natural wood looking color. And then we're going to do different shutters, make those look stained to match the legs. These pillars right here that are on the building now will be sanded down and stained the same color. And then we're going to paint all of those, all the joists, and the whole building will be black. But like always, guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Help this video get a bunch of likes on it for me if you don't mind. The smoker is going to live under here. We'll get back working on it here shortly. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Stay tuned for part 2.